And welcome back to Divekick Infinite. I'm your host, Thanos PKC. Today we are talking about one of the two brothers in the game. Kick is modeled after Will Smith and Gunn, I believe, with backwards cap and the dive kick. Both the brothers are modeled after Gunn and so. We're gonna go ahead and start with Kick here. I'll put him against Dive, just so we can kind of show the disparity in the jumps.
Select your duds.
Alright, as normal, we'll be starting off with normals. Compared to Dive, Kick is faster but doesn't jump as high.
Round one.
So this is a stage I don't like, so let's go ahead and rather not have it be raining the whole time, so we'll go and reset that. See if we get a stage where we don't have to worry about the rain.
Actually stronger than you.
Select your gems. Select your duds.
Oh, downworld again. Okay, not good rolls tonight. Let's see if we can. We'll try this one more time to get a better
from above
level.
Select your character.
I'll win by induction or contradiction.
Select your jewels. Select your duds.
Okay, JO main stage, it's fine.
Yes, from above.
Alright, let's take a look at this is his jump. He jumps a little bit higher than Markman, but not as high as Dive, so I'll show them put together. Not that much of a difference, but it feels a lot worse when you're actually jumping with them, because the way they kick is they'll always come out underneath. So Dive will end up on top if you ever try to get into a jumping match at the same time. Kick and Dive's kick look exactly the same, just as you can tell, Kick is faster. Let's see. I'll have Dive Kick just a little bit shorter. Man, this is kind of weird talking about. I'll have Dive Kick a little bit faster or earlier, and then I'll have Kick kind of trying to catch up to that. Kick's kickback is a little bit more retreative, or it just backs up more. So you notice that it has like a little bit more horizontal, I guess, trajectory. Versus Dives is like a little bit higher. It doesn't go back as far.
Round 5.
So we're gonna have it. Yeah. So notice that just the height on it. You notice that Kick actually lands sooner as well. So when you're moving around with Kick, he tends to be grounded more of the time in terms of your kickback doesn't last too long. You get back to the ground faster, and since your jump isn't as high, you get back to the ground faster as well. And also, you probably won't be doing very large jumps with Kick, just because you don't want to commit to a jump that is okay. When he has Kickfactor, obviously his jump's a little bit higher, but we can go over that a little bit later. Another thing to mention about his normals is his minimum kick height is very low. It's better than Dive's, and that means that you can do a kick a little bit faster out of the jump. I don't know if you can see a difference there, but I think you'll see Dive get a little bit higher as this happens. Let's try it with KK. If you notice, Kick will land before Dive does. This allows you to kind of do a lot quicker moves on the ground, but you do want to be careful because you might plink and end up hitting your special. But this minimum kick height plus his speed makes him feel very good at moving on the ground. So The combination of his normals gives Kick very good like horizontal movement, going basically forward and backward. Obviously, he doesn't have the height when he jumps, but walking forward feels smooth, and you can adjust it if you want it to be short. And then as you're coming back, you kind of stay low to the ground as well. Because it goes back pretty far, retreating isn't something that you can do like quickly like N, where he can just run, but you can get out of the way a lot faster than other characters. Let's just spin my meter here. He dodges a little bit faster than Dive, since Dive kind of goes in this upward motion. So Dive would come up like in this upward motion like this, whereas it kind of goes like that. And if someone's coming in to attack you, you kind of move this line further back faster, whereas this one, it's kind of like it takes some time because some of the velocity is going this way, so it'll go back a little bit slower. So as you're retreating as Kick, you will have a little bit of extra speed to dodge, so you can wait to delay your kickback, and that might also be something you have to adjust to if you are playing Dive, because when you're trying to punish, if you jump back too early, then you'll be a little bit too far. So if I just do a kickback and then a wait, notice that I'm actually moving backwards. Whereas Dive, if he does a kickback and a wait, he still moves forward because his body hasn't moved back far enough that and is high enough that the angle kind of comes back. So notice that I'm trying to press this both at the same time, and we're moving left on the screen. So that just kind of shows you, like, when Kick jumps back, he does it a lot faster. And if you're trying to punish someone, you want them, and they don't kick too far forward, then you want to make sure that you don't press it too early, and you don't want to get out of the way too soon. Just something to think about when you're trying to gauge when to kick back.
Round 5, Divekick.
You're moving, you can kind of mix up your KKs and DKs. KKs go very slow, and this, whoops, the fact that he can move so well also kind of lends to the fact that he can build meter decently fast. And he doesn't build a lot of meter per kick, but the fact that he moves around so much and he can kick so low, it means he gets a lot of kicks in. So if you want, you can kind of just mash and you kind of build somewhat quickly. But you also could just build just from moving around. And so his specials are a little bit more expensive, just because, or they seem like they're more expensive just because they take a lot of kicks to get to. But don't let that deter you, because Kick, if you're moving around with Kick enough, you'll kind of gradually build that meter decently quickly. Alright, I think that'd be enough about his normals. Let's go ahead and talk about his specials. So he has two different specials, and we're going to talk about his air one first because it's very simple. It's called New Angle, but it's basically the same angle. You can't do it to cancel a kick, so I can't do it there to cancel a kick, or basically turn my kick into my special. So you have to do it from a jump, either from a kickback or a jump up. But it's just a faster kick. So I tried to pause it there so you can kind of see what it looks like. But he has like a little shadow trail behind him, and he kind of kicks forward with this, kind of with his left foot rather than his right foot when he's on this side of the screen. Trust me, this is the same 45-degree angle, and I think you have a little bit of leverage on the kickbox. Let me see if I can get this a little bit closer. At least more in the air. Oh, let's kind of show this one first. All right, so In this particular one, his kickbox is, let's see, where is this on the screen? Of course, I can't draw super precise, but I want to say it's shaped like that. Whereas if you're looking at the hitbox of the new angle, it's more shaped like that. So I think you gain like this extra like portion. He's still kicking on the same spot right here, except the shape of it is just it's like this. So if you were to overlap that, you would kind of get like this. So you kind of get like a little bit extra further, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference in practice. But you do get all that extra speed. So let's go ahead and just see that in real time again. Yeah, so it's really fast. Uses are obviously trying to catch someone when they're moving around. Using it to catch up and chase down players. You can also use it as a kind of a escape if you end up hitting it. Like say you make a bad jump and you want to get down to the ground faster, you could use your new angle to do that. Unfortunately, you can't be like Dive where you can just go straight to the ground, but it's better than if you just do the regular kick. So let's see. I'm gonna start from. Oops! Oh, I didn't mean to get the Kickfactor here. So let's just further here. What I want to do is I want to kind of show you, like, it doesn't make any difference on how far or whether you use new angle or not. You'll get to the same spot. And what I'll do is I'll move all the way back and I'll try to jump at the highest thing and then kick. So, all right, I landed about near the E, so I'll try it again. And just below the E there. Yep, just below the E. Okay, so I can't really reach further than the E if I try to kick at the highest of my jump there. I'm gonna go ahead and do that with kickback or with the new angle. So it moves back the same distance. So just you can hit it with your regular angle, then you can hit it with new angle as well. New angle doesn't give you anything extra besides that small hitbox that I told you about. But as far as like travel time and travel distance, it's about the same. You can do it from a kickback. I'm not sure why you would. I guess if you made a bad kickback and you just need to get down to the ground faster. But imagine that this is pretty fast already, so I'm not sure the K-bomb would help that much. Also, we do end up calling it K-bomb once in a while. It is something he says when he does the kick. So you might hear me refer to new angle as K-bomb. So sorry if I interchange those words. I think that's pretty much about it for his air special. Anything else that needs to be talked about? Let's see.
Hurry up!
Oh yeah, there's one thing it doesn't do. It doesn't auto face. If someone goes under you, that doesn't happen a lot as your kick, but if you're in the air and someone goes under you, it won't it won't turn you around to hit the other player. Let me see if I can actually do this. Basically, I'm gonna have kick, jump, dive, go underneath, and then do the special. That's gonna be a little bit hard. Yeah, because he doesn't jump that much. There you go. Notice that dive already went underneath me. I hit the two buttons, but I didn't turn around and try to kick him, so I don't think it matters as much, but it can if people tend to, if you jump and someone kind of like goes underneath you or goes above you and goes to the other side, you won't turn around, so it is something to just be aware of. There's a lot of air specials that do cause characters to auto-face, and so kicks isn't one of them.
Yes, from above.
And you can't do it during a kick, but you still can do it with a plink, I believe. So let's go ahead and get one kick off from new angle. Alright, I think I can go ahead and plink it. So or car cancel it. Basically, I'm pressing K first, then D. It shows the K, gives me that one last kick of meter, and then it does the special right after.
Singular matrix.
All right, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and talk about Party Starter. That's the name of the ground special. So Party Starter is it's like a stomp, and it knocks the other player in the air. And while they're in the air, you'll notice that they're also dizzy. That's the birdies around Dive's head. In this state, that means that Dive is in a slowed state, where when he kicks, it'll be slow. When he's landing, it's also a little bit slower. But let's kind of show what him kicking as well. Oop, gonna have to do it when I get him up in the air again.
Sup, girl?
But they're knocked into this slowed state where you kind of like force them to jump. And kicking out of that, you can see it's a lot slower than Dive's regular kick. Now, Dive can still do, and all other characters can still do their specials in the air. So it doesn't stop them from doing specials, but it does make them slow when they do it. So that velocity will be slower than his normal velocity. But you have to be wary that, you know, even if you hit a Party Starter, they still have options while they're in the air. They're just forced to jump, and they will be slower when they kick. So sometimes you can kind of wait for them to just for the other player to like mash a button and end up kicking towards you very slowly, and then you can just punish them. But you can also try to set up a punish towards where they're landing. So as they're coming down, you're looking to kind of just move in with a small one, jump up, and then look to kick their landing. If you have the dive gem, this is usually better. It usually helps you kind of punish these types of no moves into landing, because you can get this height, extra height from dive, and you can be a little bit further. So if you do like to use Party Starter a lot, I would recommend the dive gem, just because it does give you a little bit further distance to hit those landing kills. I think one thing to go over for Party Starter is the distance, or the distance at which you can hit them. So let's go back to the game. This is a starting spawn. You can actually hit them pretty far, but let me wait for the starting spawn, and I can show you. It's a little bit further than the starting spawn. You can actually hit them from the starting spawn. So at this distance, you can hit them with Party Starter. And I think you can hit them at this distance as well. Yep. But if you're right all the way at the back wall, you can't hit them. So notice that he was on the ground, but he can get hit. The move only works with dive being on the ground. So if dive is in the air and you do a stomp, it will actually not hit, and he won't be popped up. So let's go and show that. Yes, nothing happens. If you're like right, kind of overlapping them, it'll hit as well. So let's see how do we do this. Yeah. So basically, from very, 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 very close to just about full screen is where you get a Party Starter. So very large range where you can actually hit it. Now, is it actually effective to hit it at this range? Probably not, because you just have a lot more chase down before you can actually make use of it. So when you're using it, you kind of want to hit it in a range where after you do it, you can do some kind of action to catch them or punish them for actually getting hit by it. Now, as you play characters, you'll notice that they'll move around a lot, and you don't want to waste your Party Starters. So understanding your enemy's patterns of movement is very critical to actually landing your Party Starters. I think of Party Starter as it doesn't really put you in a super advantageous position, but it kind of forces action. In that when you hit it, they can't just wait on you, because you can hit it on them. So it kind of forces the enemy to move around. And that might be good for you. It depends on how you want to play, but just know that if you are using Party Starter a lot, as they're moving around, they have to be wary about you hitting that button. If they're pressing buttons too much, they might end up kicking forward at a bad spot, and you can punish them for that.
Hurry up!
There is a little bit about how Kick moves in the party starter, and he kind of like lifts up his leg, and that actually has a hitbox, so you can actually get your leg hit when you do party starter.
Party starter!
All right, let's show that first. So this part right here actually has a hurt box. So you want to be careful. If someone's kicking in, they can actually kick that. After you hit party starter, your foot's gonna kind of be on the ground, and your head is gonna be kind of ducked in this position for a little bit. So in some scenarios, you can actually use this as a duck to basically bring your head a little bit lower than where it normally is. So it's normally right there. So you can see it's already a little bit lower. So if you are kind of getting headhunted and you have enough meter for party start, you can try to do this to try to get underneath that kick. But let's go ahead and show exactly. I think this is my guess, but let's see if that's exactly where it ends up when I hit pause. So let's try to do a quick pause. Nope, I was not fast enough. All right, let's try to build it again.
Understand! Party starter!
Okay, so the camera moved a little bit, but you can kind of see where how low Kick gets. So I wouldn't say that you're going to use it reliably as a duck, because this whole animation is pretty fast, so he recovers pretty quickly. So trying to hit it as an actual duck, I would say, is a last resort rather than a reliable tactic, unless you got really, really good timing. Let me think about what else we can talk about for party starter. I guess we could talk about a few setups. Normally when you hit party starter, it'll cause them to jump, and usually if someone jumps first in a match, that's usually bad. But if they have meter, that isn't much of an issue, because for dive he can actually just use his meter go down, and his costs a little bit less than yours does. But after you hit it, you want to think about two things. Are you close enough to punish the landing? Let's go ahead and pause. So one, are you close enough for a landing punish? Land kill. And if you're two, is there an option to go underneath? Now in this particular one against dive, there isn't. Is there an option? I'll just say under. Might be better. Under. Because getting like behind an opponent can be very good against certain characters, and when you pop them up, this height can vary depending on the character you're using it. So you want to consider that as one of the options of going underneath and getting behind them and trying to hit them as they land or kick out of it. And three, what's the likelihood of them just kicking towards you? So do you want to kind of wait for them to make a mistake? I'd say this is kind of like the main things you want to look at. Can you kill from a landing kill? Can you get behind them and kill them? Or do you want to be a little bit more passive and wait for them to commit to something? This isn't always an exact guaranteed kill, but it kind of puts them in a position where they have to worry about this type of mix-up where, okay, do they think you're going to come in and hit them, or are they going to go ahead and just try to land and they think you can't catch them? Obviously, if dive or the character you are playing against has meter, then that's going to change the amount of scenarios. So definitely when you hit this when they have no meter or have no air options, it'll be very, very good for you. And the more options they have, the less good it is. They can actually end up kicking right as they get popped up. So that can mess with things because they'll hit the ground a lot faster. And so unfortunately that's gonna be like I don't know if you can actually punish them unless there's someone like Kung, but it is something that you should be weary about in terms of just because you hit your party starter doesn't mean it'll kind of put you in a position where you can capitalize on it. So let's go ahead and kind of show a quick kick out of it. Put some meter. I don't know if I hit a jump there. I'm just trying to retire.
Judgment.
Oh, just out of time. Alright, so my goal is to try to get a little meter, hit the party starter, and have dive kick right out of it, like right as it hits. Oh no, I hit that too early. Yeah, so I think in that position, you probably, if you're recognizing the quick kick, you could probably kick dive really quickly. But it is something you want to watch out for. As soon as you hit the party starters, see if they're kicking forward towards you, and line up your punish. All right, let's think about what else we can do with the party starter. I guess we should probably just focus a little bit on the mechanics of it, just so to help you land it more. And there's a little bit of a startup, so just because you hit it, you have that that time where you put your foot in the air. So your foot kind of comes to the air and then it comes down. So that time, obviously, they can react to it where if they see you do that, they can end up jumping up and basically avoiding the stomp and the dizzy. And so just know that it is an instant. It isn't like on frame 1 when you hit the 2 buttons, you just do a stomp. There is some startup time before the stomp is actually active. A good thing to do is if you see someone do a kickback, that's a good time to kind of like get one pre-set up, because normally if they do a kickback, they don't want to go all the way back. Normally they're doing a kickback to kind of set up a meter build kick, but not get too close to you. And if you hit it as they're doing their kick forward, then as they land, your stomp will come down and pop them up. That's usually when I try to time mine. I just try to look for their KK movement and try to punish when they do the KK movement. There's one character in particular that is you can kind of see that a lot in, and that's Kung Pao, because most of her movement is done with kickback kick, and she kind of glides. You can see the glide happen and then do your party starter as they're coming in. All right, let's see. Anything else on party starter? Nope, I think we got it. Min, max, enemy can still use specials. Can be used as duck sometimes. Yep, okay. I guess we could talk about, whoops. Kickfactor. And Kickfactor for kick is extra speed. And on top of his already pretty good speed, it makes it even faster. And it's pretty scary. He doesn't have as high of a jump as dive, but this extra speed definitely makes him a lot more dangerous. Not only that, when he does his new angle, if he has the speed from... so right there, I think that he won't have the extra speed because I used up all the kick factor. But if you did the new angle before he runs out of meter, he'll actually have that extra speed, and it'll be probably the fastest kick in the game. Yeah. As your kick factor turns to run out, you kind of can still do K-bomb, even though it costs like this much meter. It doesn't matter, because when you're in kick factor, as long as you have a sliver of meter left, you can do any of your specials. So as you're working towards the end of your kick factor, think about if you want to use a new angle or a party start, because it'll be fairly cheap in terms of how much meter it costs from here. So as you're moving around, you can kind of look for positions to hit one. I don't think there's much else to say about Kick's kick factor. I mean, it's obviously good. I would not say that it's better than dives, just because you don't have that extra height, but having the fast kick definitely definitely helps for like chasing down or making it hard for the opponent to react to you. All right. I think that's time to move into common offense.
Yes, from above.
Let's pause it at the beginning here.
Round.
Actually, we'll move a little bit closer.
Kick.
Understand.
Okay, so kick doesn't have. I wouldn't say he has a very far unreactable, but it is fast. When I say fast, it isn't like Kung where he commands a lot of distance, but at this position he can be he can threaten something where you have to kind of move. Where if he just does a movement like this, where he does a KK, he can get close and close you down fast. And so as kick, you're trying to use your horizontal movement to kind of just put the other character in a bad spot, and that means that you can kind of get close, and with your you can kind of get closer to them, and with your quick kickback, if you can see them kind of come and attack you, you can just come out. And if they don't, then a quick attack from this position is going to be a lot better. And so as kick, you're trying to maximize or get the most out of your normals in that, and trade it in for very good horizontal spacing, so that you can put yourself in a position where they either have to react to like your kick coming in or just back up, or if they're feeling lucky, they can try to attack you. But basically, you're using your good ground movement to pressure them into a mistake. You can also just sit back and build meter and force them to come to you. Your specials, both the I want to say that the party starter is probably a little bit more significant than the new angle, but when you have your special, your ground special party starter, it changes a lot of dynamics, because now whenever they stand still, they're in a position where they can get popped up into the air, and that's just because you haven't popped them in the air doesn't mean that it doesn't affect the matchup. Just having an ability is something that they have to play around. And if they're not playing around it, you could look to try to use it to punish them and try to put them in a bad spot. Obviously, if they have air special, they'll have more options, but you can build meter fairly quickly by kind of utilizing your ground movement to stay away from them and threaten them, and then kind of back off, build some meter, and then come back. Basically kind of like darting in and out to kind of build your meter. And eventually, you could go all the way to Kickfactor. But once you have ground special, I would say that if you make good use of it, it's going to make the opponent move a lot. Or at least not move a lot, but have to worry about you stomping on the ground and putting them in a dizzy state. So use that to your advantage to kind of like build up to new angle, which is a few more kicks. And once you have new angle, you can start kind of I would say like doing a probing jump. Basically, I would do a high jump once in a while. If they're like moving around back here, I do a high jump back here once in a while just to see if they're gonna try to rush in to try to punish my landing. If they do, I can use the new angle to hit them as they come in. Or if they're doing just kind of like building meter here and not really respecting the fact that I can kick them really quickly from this point, then I'll just go ahead and let it go. But if they end up backing up, then I'll just do a normal kick and take all that space and try to push them back like that. Remember, when you do this jump, this can be punished if they're in a good position to do so. And that's kind of like goes hand in hand with the fact that if you are in this position and you're using party starter, they won't want to stand like at that position where they can jump and kind of punish your jump up. So if they're moving around a lot, that's when you can start doing those probing jumps. But don't do a probing jump if they're just standing there waiting for you to jump, because they can easily punish your landing since they jump higher. I think that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else I would say about Kick's offense besides that he's kind of like Dive in a sense that his ground specials add psychological pressure. In Dive's case, his forward jump kind of extends that unreactable range, whereas Kick's ground special it doesn't really extend his unreactable range, but it makes the range where someone wants to stand like not as safe. And so that's kind of like what Dive does with extra pressure on the faster Kick, but Kicks is done with extra pressure in that if you stand there long enough, I'm gonna pop you up. Is there anything else I want to say about Kick's offense? I mean, it is really dependent on the matchup, but most of the time, Kick wants to stay low. He wants to move forward, uses backward and forward movement, but he does not want to jump high that much, just because his high jump isn't that great. But he's gonna be using a lot of movement like this, a lot of movement backwards, and at key times he's going to like either rush down or he's going to jump up and use new angle. I think that if you're jumping up and doing a regular kick, I mean a rush down is just as good at that. So I don't think this like high jump into kick is as good. All right, I think that's it on offense. I could probably just stay on this one while I talk about defense. Or not defense, but counterplay. All right, so counterplay for kick is if your character can utilize the air at all, they'll usually have a decent advantage against kick, and that's because just kick has a hard time punishing the higher jumpers just because he can't jump that high. And so if you're a high jumper like Mr. N, Shoals, Baz, you can kind of just use your air movement and look to kind of be safe in the air and look for opportunities to come in and kick and basically punish kick. Now that's harder said than done because you do have to watch for kick kind of going underneath you fast enough, and he does jump back pretty quickly. So as you're chasing him down, you want to make sure that you don't get too low to the point where he can get above you. But if you are a high jump character, you want to utilize your air movement and not have to play with kick on the ground for ground movement because kick will win that game. If you don't have high jumps, then you're gonna have to mess around with that ground movement of kick. And so the first thing that you should know is that your meter is better than kick's meter. So what I'm saying about that is that as you build meter, most of the time your specials are going to be just more valuable. In this case, Dive, as he builds his terminal velocity, it basically cancels out kicks. I don't want to say it cancels out, but it makes it a lot less effective. Where if kick wants to pop you up, and you can always go down, and it costs less meter for you to do so, then that's if you were both to get into like a position where he's popping you up by building meter, and then you're going down. Eventually, he's going to have as he's using meter, you're going to start growing in meter because you're using less to combat that. And so focus on making making enough meter for the specials so that if you have to deal with party starter, you can, and using your whatever air special you have to make it out a little bit better. And also like kicks meter, like new angle and party starter are not as good as like I would say other specials. You are worried about kick getting to Kickfactor, because Kickfactor equals bad news for you. But just know that at the beginning you want to get at least a little bit of your meter so that you can start threatening his ground movement. And so don't worry about trying to if kick's building meter back here like really fast, go ahead and just try to build your meter, and then once you have a little bit for your for your ground specials, then you can start approaching. Understanding kick, how aggressive the kick player you're playing can be very good. If they're always coming in, then you want to look to recognize that. Kick has such very good movement that a lot of players will will try to rush you down, and you have to be able to recognize that pattern of when they start to come in. Kick's movement is a little bit it's pretty fast, but you can still read patterns in the movement, and being able to read someone's pattern of movement will allow you to kind of see things coming before they even know that they're doing it. And since Kick can move around so well, you kind of want to have that extra edge on countering his movement, just by using kind of your pattern recognition. I would say that his specials you want to always be wary of, in terms of you just want to know that they're there and you want to be able to play around them. So if he has party starter meter, just know that this area where he can pop you up and punish your landing, can be dangerous. So you don't want to just stand there and wait for him to pop you up. You want to be able to, if you're going to stand there, you want to watch really hard. I don't know if you can react to it online, but offline you could probably see it coming and try to jump out of the way so you don't get hit by it. But also, if you get hit by it, don't panic. Just understand that if you have the meter for your special, you can still use your special to get out of it. But as you get popped up by a party starter, notice, are they tending to try to go under a lot? Are they trying to, get closer? And that'll tell you whether you should kick or not. And hopefully you didn't press kick by accident, but if you're playing around the fact that he has it, hopefully that'll have you not pressing kick prematurely. Because sometimes if you're a certain character and you press kick like way too early as you jump, you're kind of just setting yourself up for death. And if you respect the fact that he has new angle, whenever he does a high jump, you want to be like, okay, I need to be in a position where I can react, stay grounded, don't move, because even though he's pretty far away, he can close the distance using new angle. And don't worry, and try not to be too greedy. Just go ahead and stop play, respect the fact that he has new angle and he can pull off a quick attack, and you'll be okay. Hey, Notzak, see your little emoji waving there. Glad to have you at the stream. Just about to talk about, I think we just went through Counterplay. Let me see if I missed anything. Nope. Just use air control if you have the height and you have the specials in the air. Your meter is better. Build some for your specials against him before you contest, and then make sure to play around Kick's specials, because if you can always move around and make sure that that you don't fall victim to doing a misinput during party starter, or you kind of move into range when he goes up for that probing jump for the new angle fast kick. Hey Macroman, I see you there as well. Notzak is asking that Dive and Kick are not the same characters. Nope, they're not the same characters. Kick is faster and he doesn't jump as high, and they both have different specials, which lend to kind of making them vastly different characters. Their kickbacks are different as well. Hopefully you can catch the VOD earlier. They're not a copy. But it kind of goes over those distances. I picked Dive as the opposite character to kind of show that. Because I know that that's probably a common thing. If you notice that here, Dive jumps higher, kickbacks, kickback goes further and it's lower. And he's overall faster than Dive. He also has Kick also has a lower kick height, so his movement like this is a lot faster than Dive's movement. Oops. Yeah, you'll notice that Kick landed a lot sooner than Dive did there. All right, let's talk about. I think we talked about enough about Counterplay, so let's move into Concussion. So let's get Kick concussed here. Alright, Kick still has decent ground movement while he's concussed. I mean, it's pretty good considering he's concussed, but he doesn't have any ability to kind of jump over a kick. So players who are headhunting, they don't have to go as high as they used to because they won't get Kick won't get above them normally. So the Kick really has to watch out. Really has to watch out for being concussed, chain concussed by other players. So you really have to use his ability to kind of move around. Let's not have to go to the next match to get him concussed one more time.
Fraud detected.
I find Kick a little bit weaker than some of the cast just because of this particular aspect of concussions. Most characters, I won't say most characters, but a lot of characters that have the ability to headshot chain are just strong picks because if they get you into that spot where they hit you in the head, they can kind of snowball that into a win. And I don't feel like, I feel like Kick can be more susceptible to that than some other characters. Whereas on the opposite side, he doesn't have the ability to chain himself. So this disparity in the ability to chain headshots is something that you just have to deal with when you're playing Kick, and you have to understand that you get a headshot, you're not going to essentially be able to just keep chaining them. And as your ground movement might be good, but you won't have that high jump. So as people approach on the ground, look to catch them coming in. Use it to back up, use it to go underneath, and hopefully you can survive. But just know that you jumping up out of a concussed it's pretty tough. Let's kind of show the height again.
Fraud detection warning. Fraud detection warning.
Round 5.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't go that high. The kick is still like somewhat fast, but I would say that if you're doing a high jump kick, you're doing something wrong. But let's go ahead and try to hit dive in the head there.
Detection averted.
As you're approaching with Kick, I would say that going for a headshot means you pretty much have to be this close. That's my max jump, and I hit him in the head. So if he does any type of kickback, then you won't hit him in the head. And I feel like getting this close and getting that tall jump, you could do that because Kick's pretty fast. But I feel like if you just do a jump from here, you can kind of force him back already. Just because of your fast kick. So I would say that if you want to be safer and you don't aim for the headshot chains as Kick, just aim to get the kill. Push them back to the wall and then get the kill as they get to the wall. Or you can kind of just build up meter to Kickfactor and then come in with your Kickfactor. I would say that trying to chain headshots as Kick is pretty hard, and I would not go for it unless you really think the matchup warrants it. Just go ahead and just try to get those good kills, build up meter, mainly try to play it safe. Kick tends to move around a lot. He's got really good ground movement, but he also, he can't jump that high. So a lot of his kills are going to be from foot taps, and that's just him being faster at movement and recognizing, as they come in, he can go ahead and attack their feet. But if he tries to attack their head, that gives them kind of more time to land and get out the way. And so most of his strength is attacking the feet, I guess you could say. And that doesn't lend to headshot chains. Alright, let's talk about line play now. I would say line play for Kick is pretty tough. Because he doesn't have that height, he can't challenge any of the tall, anybody who takes the line from above, kind of just slots in above him. He can't really take, but for anybody on the ground, he can kind of delay his attack into line by using new angle. So we're both going to kick into line. This is going to be faster, and I can basically wait until Dive wants to kick in first, and then I can kind of just respond to that by kicking in after. Also, as people are waiting around for that perfect timing, you can hit him with Party Starter to mess up that timing altogether. So as far as ground if you're dealing with someone who's a little bit lower jumper and doesn't have any tricks to stay at line at a high height, then Kick can actually like fend them off and use Party Starter to kind of defend the line. But again, I don't think his strong suit is playing the line, so one thing you could do is if someone's trying to look to win that line, maybe back up, build some meter, and then use a little bit to get in, or just go ahead and try to go all the way to Kickfactor and try to win it with Kickfactor. I think that's about it on line play. Let's go ahead and move over to gem selection.
Select your character. Black Philadelphia, born and raised. Select your
Alright, so Kick and meter gem I think are almost pretty much the same. You get a decent amount of meter. I don't think there's any situation I would ever pick meter gem over Kick, just because Kick usually has a lot of room to kick, just because his movement's so good. So even if there's people pressuring him, he could still get in a decent number of kicks. I would say that if you are mainly using Kickfactor as your main attack avenue, I would recommend the Kick Gem, just because it gets you meter, and when you get the Kick Gem with Kickfactor, you're going to be extra fast. I would recommend the Dive Gem whenever the dive warrants a situation, against higher jumpers, of course. Shoals, Baz, you just need the extra height. There's no way around the fact that you need to get up there to kill them, and the dive gem is the only way to get any extra height. I would say that against more ground based characters, the dive can be good if you do like to use Party Starter more, because if you pop them up, you'll be able to punish them from further distance. You don't have to take risky approaches to kind of get yourself in that magic distance where you can actually punish their landing. And so you could consider dive against the ground-based characters as well. Both gems are viable, and then for like more ground or low-based play, and then as far as higher jumpers, I would always recommend dive, just because Kick just can't jump high enough. All right, let me see if I can find someone to play matches with. I believe Axem said he'll be available, but let me make sure he is before we jump into that. Yeah, I'll jump into Turning Cast as well. See if it. But we're probably going to start with Kick versus Dive just as normal. Yep, looks like Axem is available. So I'm going to go ahead and look for his lobby. Give me a sec here.
Hello.
I think Laitome might also be available, so let me double check. But we'll run my first game against you. Is your lobby up?
Nope.
Nope, not yet? Okay, I'll wait for a second.
Oh, 1 second.
No worries. And let me open up this just in case Larry wants it. I think I only have listed to 2. Right now we're in the Discord tourney cast. Usually where when I stream, I come over here and do some games.
Sorry about that. Had to close the Twitch stream because I was getting both audio feeds.
Oh, no worries. I'm just gonna message Lai that we're ready for matches now if he wants to alternate.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Okay.
Yeah, looks like he's waiting for some food, but other than that, if he's as long as that isn't here yet or he's eating it, he can be available. All right.
All right, lobby's up.
Alright. Public. Alright, I see it.
Anyone I should be playing first?
Dive first.
I feel like I'm gonna break this damn thing.
Statistically, I always win.
So even though dive
Select
dive jumps
yours.
higher, as long as you stay on the ground and you react to his jump a little bit later, you can get above him. I think I'm going to pick... Party starter doesn't work that well against dive, so I think I'm going to pick kick. That's basically me saying that if I'm not going to use party starter as much, then I don't need the extra jump height. Alright, good luck, have fun. Thanks again for joining to play some matches.
Yep.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Dive kick.
Integer overflow!
Yeah, so usually as kick, if I'm jumping up high, it's usually because I'm going in for attack. Oh no, got a little too close.
Round 3. Dive kick. Not the flashy thing.
Yeah, unlike Captain Falcon, an outstretched knee does not do very well in Divekick.
Okay, I read that you're gonna move forward, but I get barely too fast, so I gotta change my timing on that.
Round 6. Dive kick.
Iteration limit!
I was trying to pop him up, but he just kind of came close, so I just kicked him.
Round 7.
I was getting ready for the quick kick from the...
Positive direction!
Oh, I thought that'd be a trade.
Round 8.
I think kick's kickbox is like slightly better than dives.
Oh, right, kick bomb. Yep.
Yeah. If you don't respect it, I'll definitely hit you with it. What's your idea of this matchup? What do you think it is?
Oh, like a rating? I'd say
Yeah.
it's somewhere around even, which is funny because kick I usually rate, like as a character, slightly underperforming relative to most of the cast. But maybe because they have the same kick angle, they each have their own strengths. You know, dive has the height advantage, but kick has better lateral movement and speed. I feel like usually when I see this matchup, they each pick the other gem to like kind of balance out the strengths and weaknesses.
Oh, gotcha. So dive goes with kick gems to be a little faster, and then kick goes with dive gems to jump to try to catch
be a
up
little
to
higher.
Yeah.
I think kick maybe has a bit more leeway though. I'm wondering whether I would pick dive gem as dive in this matchup because if you get too high, it makes you kind of floaty and kick can go under and behind.
Yeah, I
with,
think
greater
you
window
might be a
opportunity.
little too slow, right? I don't think you want to lose any more speed against kick.
And if you jump really high and try to kick from farther away, you don't have the kick speed, so kick can get out of the way anyway.
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
Mhm.
I would say that I'm on the same page with you. I feel like this match was fairly even. I think that even though Party Starter isn't as good for kick here, just the fact that he has pretty good movement, that he can basically pressure dive's movement, and they both have like really good kick factors. I think that's kind of like the where the match kind of ends up going. They use their specials to kind of threaten, and then whoever gets the kick factor can like win a few rounds, basically.
Yep.
All right, ready?
Oh yeah.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Dive kick.
Too fast.
Round 2. Dive kick.
Oops. That's me just regular moving.
It's a consequence of his minimum kick height being pretty low.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
I got a little. I was trying to land and then kick you for coming in, but a little bit too close.
Oh, okay, this will be interesting.
Oh darn!
라운드
Reacting is hard against both of these characters.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
헤드샷
Fraud detection.
Yeah,
warning.
Kickfactor is really good in this matchup, so I feel like that's the goal in this matchup.
라운드 5 다이브킥
Oh, a little too deep.
Detection averted.
라운드 6 다이브킥
Ooh, little too close.
다이브
Nice, nice.
I think generally when you're playing against Kick, you always have to be wary of that, like that double movement. It makes Kick's unreactable range a little deceptive because he can kind of like sneak up for a toe tap with 2 quick low kicks.
Yeah, the basically that rush down, right? He has that rush down move into another kick. It kind of, it's not like an unreactable, but it's if you're in a bad position, he could just chase you down.
Yeah, and if you're waiting for the first kick to confirm, you might not be able to react in time, like
For
to
the
the
second.
second one. It
Yeah.
kind of depends on
No, I totally agree.
This from above 라운드 1 다이브킥
Too many variables!
라운드 2 다이브킥
The secret life of bees!
Got to be able to jump before you came in.
라운드 3 다이브킥
Oh, you were just waiting for that.
Being a little bit more patient, that's all.
라운드 4 다이브킥
There's the classic party starter hit. You could have lost it out of that.
라운드 5
Oh, did I have enough? I did.
Yeah. Oh, good. Should have went for a kick there.
Not a number!
Very scared there.
라운드 6 다이브킥
Not the flashy thing!
라운드 7 다이브킥
Hitch!
Surprised you rushed down. I should have just kicked.
라운드
I was lucky I didn't use new angle there. Yeah.
Cheeky with it!
Oh man.
Oh, okay, I got that toe tap.
라운드 9 다이브킥
Oh, I think you for that.
Kind of waiting for it.
It's like, did I go for that or for Kickfactor or yeah?
I had no meter, and I'm like, ooh, you got a lot of meters. So you're either gonna go towards Kickfactor, or you're gonna use, thing to end it. So I'm like, okay, you're moving forward. It's coming.
This from above
I mean, if anything, I'm gonna respect it. So even if you moved forward, I would have given you like all the space.
1
Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit of rollback on my side.
라운드 2 다이브킥
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding you last time.
Yeah, yeah. And that's kind of like the reason, like, you weren't using it before, but now you're using it. I'll probably use it a little less. Ooh.
Aw.
limit exceeded!
New angle got me under, and I tried to
4
run out the other side.
Understand? Integer overflow!
And for those watching, you'll notice that I rarely jump up high until basically when I do, I'm usually going for the kick.
Ooh. Oh, you got the follow-up tap. That's cool.
Yeah, that's an example of chasing down with new angle, not necessarily for the kill, but just for the speed to chase down. Oh. That was incidental, and I was like, I might as well go with it.
라운드 7
That's me pressing buttons too fast.
Aw.
Very close. That was a good idea, though.
라운드 8 다이브킥
Oh, should have committed it.
Oh, that time he did.
wins
Yeah, I had to use the. If I used the regular kick, I think it would have just missed.
Otherwise, it would have been one of those situations where dive neutral jumps after you, in which case you're probably getting hit. So, new angle is a good exit from that.
Okay. Give me a sec. I'm gonna share my screen because I think Lie's in the thing as well. So just gonna share it so he doesn't have to watch the the lag.
Oh yeah, sure.
Alright, should be there. I think Lai is in the room, so Lai, if you do have a character you want to play, I'll look for your lobby. If your lobby isn't up, then I'll just run with Axem one more time. Do you have a matchup you want to see, Axem?
With Kick, I mean, we may as well show Eskil at some point because Kick, I
Probably,
think, feels pretty comfortable in that one.
yeah, pretty good matchup for him.
There aren't a lot of matchups he feels comfortable in, but I think that's one.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, let's see if Lai is around. Yep, there is. He might be muted, but he'll be playing anyway, so let's see. I don't know what he's going to play, so we'll see. We'll see what he picks up.
Select your character.
Your choice, Lai. You want to do random? We can do that too. You want to do the Esco one? Okay, might as well show it now.
Do it yourself.
I got 7 backwards caps, and they're all the same color.
Select your gem.
Alright, so I'm going with the kick gem here, and that's mainly because against Eskil, you want to limit his meter build. Once he gets trick, it's good. Parry, normally good. Probably not as good as against kick, because as we've talked about earlier, kick is good at kicking feet. And if you kick low enough, you don't have to worry about parry. Kick's ground movement is really good to the point where he can stifle Eskil's meter build, and his kickback can actually get out of the way of Eskil's trick as well on reaction, even if he's a little bit late because it's fast enough. And also the fact that he stays grounded most of the time means that he's in a position to react to a trick. Whereas other characters who are in the air a lot, they'll be a little bit more susceptible to getting tricked because of the limited movement in there. Alright, good look, Laitome.
This from above. Round 1.
Oop, got a little too close. But what I'm gonna try to do is I'm just gonna try to walk up to Eskil, stop his meter build, and look for positions where I can punish him. He's got trick meter now, so I have to be careful, but it is something I can watch for.
Metal guard crush.
I have to get Kickfactor here.
Unintended glare.
A-bomb was used to get underneath. I still have a little bit of meter here.
5. Compressed tears. Round 6.
Oh, yeah, I think I was a little too close there. I should have been backed up a little more. Just watch it for the trick. There was an instant trick, so I just used kickback to avoid. As S-kill here, you kind of... Oh, it was a misinput. Fair enough. If you're moving fast with S-kill and you want to do that against kick, I can see how you might have some misinputs there. Oops.
That was a good stand.
Yeah, I kind of went underneath, which is bad because he can now back up towards the other corner to build meter. I think I got him. Extra speed from Kickfactor should have been enough. If it didn't look like enough, I probably would have plinked into a new angle. That's so fast. Okay. I'm gonna keep being a little bit too aggressive. I should just kind of wait in front, look for an opportunity to punish, and not kick underneath him.
Metal guard crush.
That one's a little scary. Definitely S-kill in his in Kickfactor makes it scary because trying to read when he's gonna do his trick is really hard. That was a bit risky going for the headshot there, but he was really close, so I thought I'd be able to catch it. Oh man, he got bounced. Yeah,
Kick
Kickfactor
the
is
bouncer.
pretty good.
This from above.
Yeah, this is a tough position for Eskil. I think that kick is definitely a really hard matchup for him. Okay, don't go for those. I should not be going for those. Wait for that second jump to happen. Laitome trying to bait me into the parry. Much props for that.
It's a brave thing to do against Kick.
Like I said, when you have new angles, sometimes you can make those probing jumps to see if they kick. And he did a parry. I was able to do a KK and still kick him. Party start is something you can use to, if Eskil kind of stays still, you can use it to pop him up, force him to make a move.
We're off the button pressing even a bit too.
I think he could have parried that one. I went a little bit too high there. Oh, I tried to do a rush attack. He was a little high though. As long as you watch out for those tricks, be okay. He was kind of stuck there. Time without trick, he has to make his way to zero, to the line, so not much he can do there. Thank you for taking the licks as Eskil there. So I know it's a tough matchup for Eskil there.
As always, that double trick is scary though.
Yeah,
Kickfactor.
it can be when you have a Kickfactor. You can do 2 tricks because, as long as you have a sliver of Kickfactor left, you can do any special. Laitome, do you have a request for the next matchup? If not, maybe Axem has one. Markman, all right. Axem, you think you can do some Markman?
I could try.
Give it a sec here. Gotta join your lobby. And think of another one for Laitome if you want.
I am legend.
Laitome, if you have a high jump character that you like to play, let's see a high jump character.
Well, Kenny with dive gem is pretty high jumping.
Yeah, it's true. What gem would I want to go here? Markman. Do I want to hit party starter? Oh no, I want to do kick here. The reason I want to do kick here is because when Markman gets the up kick, I want to be able to hit his foot, and kick will help me do that faster. I always say when because I feel like it's an inevitability.
Yeah, it'll probably happen at some point during the game, unless they're like really trying to do a fundamentals game.
Shoals or red Laitome? Yeah, that sounds good.
Round 1. Dive kick.
Yeah, that's the type of kills I'm looking for. Kick. You try to hit Markman with the extended foot. If you get up close, you can probably hit him out of the startup. You're that fast. Oh, I like the oil because I can do things like that.
Oh, jeez.
So close though.
I was sure I got kicked there.
Round 4. Dive kick.
Yeah, I shouldn't care about the guess. I should just walk through it.
You can do. Yeah.
I think my my normals are good enough. Okay, too close there. But just trying to get to that area where You can kind of just get in front of your jump.
Oh, jeez.
Some overlap there. You do have feint, I gotta watch out for that. Ooh, nice.
Oh, yep, that was a bit too early to go in. This could be painful.
We'll see.
Oh, trying to backdash.
Wins.
I think I pressed it a bit early.
For those who don't know and didn't watch the other one, if you press dive as you land as Markman, right on the frame you land, you'll do a slight movement backwards, like a little backdash.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Divekick.
Yeah, kick's pretty good at getting underneath.
Even with that mid-height, yeah.
Yeah, it's things you want to look for. Ooh, I was bad at reacting at that.
Round 3.
Yeah, if you can get close enough with kick, you kind of look for that forward slow kick from Mark. Gotta catch the landing on it. Oh, I got stuck that time. I didn't get stuck the first time.
Round 5.
Oh, that's not good. Alright, I'll take it. Could
No
have been
headshots,
worse.
Round 6.
Return policy.
Yeah, up kick's still pretty good. I mean, that's the tactic is to try to hit his foot, but you can still do a lot of things with it. Hey, that was a good roll.
I had a feeling.
Oh. Okay, that was bad. If you get into a jumping match, it's usually bad for you.
Round 8.
Ooh, I should have waited.
Wins.
Well
Maybe
played,
with
well
dive
played.
jump, he has more of an advantage there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'd have to have dive jump to actually get an advantage. But I think if I waited for you to kick, I might have been able to like overlap my kick on top of you.
Maybe, yeah.
Yes, from above.
I jump slightly higher than you, but your angle is better.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What? Okay. Oh, I thought I pressed it. And I pressed it, just not early enough.
Yeah. That's what's cool with kick. If you're fast enough, you can hit them before they get that in. Oh no. I should have used the KK move and not a DK move. Next time I know.
3.
Oh, the glue saved you. Oh. Oh, look at that timing.
So that was pretty good though, yeah.
Oh, pretty for the headshot. Oh, you didn't kick. I was hoping you'd kick into the glue. Oh, darn.
Glue chaser. Alright.
Yeah, glue is definitely probably the best weapon I've seen, because we haven't seen a lot of spring, actually. But I've been not
That's
caring
true.
about gas, and oil, I love the oil right now. Oh. I knew it was coming. I thought you'd go over.
Round 6.
Buy one, get one.
All right.
I like that overlap, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just try to kick into the foot.
Oh, I thought I had enough time to feint. Not against new angle.
Yeah, try to hit you before you get into it. Oh,
Oh,
so fast. All right, maybe I'll try to push forward through Goo. Let's see what happens.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Dive kick.
Oh, there we go. Oh, not fast enough.
Yeah, I just got down to the ground quick enough to react into a jump.
Dive kick. Double KO.
Happens.
I'm okay with that. So as long as that was at least a trick.
Oops.
Return policy.
That was a good feint. I was just able to get the timing on the jump.
Round 4.
Yep, yeah, that overlap is a problem for Markman.
Whoops. Oh, I should have went forward. Oh, dang. Was not ready for that spring to hit.
Round 5. Dive kick.
Nice chase down.
Didn't really want gas there, but
6. Dive kick.
A little bit reckless on that meter build kick.
Yep.
7. Dive kick.
Control mode.
Oh, nice.
ooh.
First up kick of the day.
I had at least one in there. Oh, I went over. Why did I do that?
I was expecting the feint there to kill me. Ooh, nice. Did not think you'd go for the kick there.
Round 10. Dive kick.
Oh, right. Yeah, I have to respect that.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's the thing about playing kick. You always gotta, if you see the meter for it, you gotta know any movement can be chased down. GG. Let's move on over to either Shoals or Red. We'll see what Laitome picks.
All right.
Think about your next character that you want to be. Let's try to think of if there's anything. Maybe just the Baz would be good too, to show another high jump character.
Yeah, that's fine.
Select your character.
Foot dive shall be your reward.
And then I'll get used to dive with the kick with the dive gem. I'll feel a lot sluggish, but still pretty fast.
Select your duds.
For this particular matchup, Dr. Shoals kind of rules the air. If kick gets hit with a headshot, it's going to be a tough game because I have to avoid the chains. But I could use Party Starter. It's not that great because Dr. Shoals can always pause, but it can be good at like messing her up in terms of her rhythm. But I would say New Angle and Kickfactor are the main tools here. New Angle to chase down and Kickfactor to get extra height. So I'm going to be looking to move around, trying to avoid Dr. Shoals and try to use my New Angle to chase her down.
Round 1. Dive kick.
Obviously the 0 Shoals, still want to try to punish that.
Yeah, it's harder for kick than it is for dive. But you do want to at least look out for it.
Hurry up. Head shot.
I was debating there whether to do a New Angle, but regular kick was fast enough.
Double kill.
I was actually I thought I was dead there because a kick downwards would have killed me.
Round 3. Dive kick. Head shot.
Oh. Yeah, it's a little tricky approaching Shoals with while she's concussed because she still jumps over you. Ooh, able to get away.
Round 5. Dive kick.
Oh.
Head shot.
So basically the point is you're trying to get Shoals to chase you because the more she chases you, the lower she'll go, and hopefully it'll get low enough that you can actually hit her.
Kick.
Luckily, Kick's ground movement allows him at least some respite from Shoals, so he can he has the movement to kind of get around. It's just that if you get headshot, it's pretty tough. That's all.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Dive kick.
Oh,
Failure is beneath Shoals.
there's the chase down of the meter build. That's kind of one of the patterns you want to watch for Shoals when she does that double kick for just a meter. Oops, that almost was a bad jump. Without the dive gem there, I'm not getting over, so need that dive gem there.
I answer to
Luckily that was fast enough.
Round 4. Divekick.
Oh no! So what happened there was Dr. Shoals was just starting her kickback, and I hit her with
Fraud detection.
the party starter, so she kind of like did her kickback and got popped up by the party starter at the same time. Oh, okay, that was a bad choice. I was looking to get underneath and then kick from behind, but he kicked early, and so I got hit. A little bit low on that approach, allowed me to survive that one, but I just got lucky there. So.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Divekick. Hurry up, K-Bar.
Hoping to get that headshot, but I guess I was too early.
2. Divekick.
Oh, a little too early. Still have to watch out. Dr. Shoals can let those kicks just go straight and hit me.
Round 4. Divekick.
Achilles tendon rupture.
She's using Kickfactor speed there to catch the fall.
Round 5. Divekick.
Oh, that was a bad jump. Ooh. Oh, just missed. Don't know what happened there. I think Shoals got stuck in a air special.
6.
Maybe it was a flanked air special and immediately ended, or something
Ah,
like that.
maybe. Ooh. Oh, very nice turnaround there. I was trying to chase down, did not expect him to turn around.
Round 7. Divekick.
Oh, nice chain, nice chain. Gotta figure a way out of this.
Round 8. Divekick. Headshot.
Stress fractures.
Wins.
Thank you for demonstrating the Shoals there. As you can see, I mean, Kick does have options. He can get underneath as long as he manages his distance away and tries to make Shoals chase. With the lower the kick goes, the more opportunities he's going to have to punish.
I think on paper Shoals has an advantage here, but in order to exploit that fully, the technical execution is tricky.
Oh, that's, yeah, Shoals definitely has high execution for that, for the cancel setups. Yeah, definitely Laitome. I believe it is definitely Shoals favored, especially because the headshot setups are, like, they can swing the matchup very easily. A very good Shoals can line those up a lot easier. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, it's just, it's a big threat. Axem, did you want to do the Baz one now?
Sure, we could do that.
So, all right. Lie to me. Get another character lined up. Maybe not a high jumper, since we're going through a couple high jumpers this time.
I'll knock it out.
You have to
with
get Kick a break.
spark.
Select your jewels. Select your duds.
Yeah, if your Kung's good. If you want to play Kick, that works too. I can play the other side. Just let me know how you want to do it. I have to go dive jam in this matchup. Did I go dive jam? Can't remember.
I hope so. You can always reset if not.
Lie to me, do you have a favorite matchup with Kick? If you do, I'll play the other side of it.
Yes, from above.
Alright, with this particular one, I gotta avoid Baz, but I also kind of want to go into him. Kickfactor is good. Him being low on meter is good. Have to watch out for it though. Ooh. Basically what I'm trying to do is make sure to get out of the way when it does its lightning attacks. Or catch him. Like that. Because since I'm always moving, I usually have a kickbox active. Nice run away. Fortunately I can still catch up with Kickfactor, but that's all my Kickfactor. I had to make the guess there whether he's gonna kick or if he's gonna do his lightning. If he's leaving like that.
Round 7.
Ooh. Oh. Oh! I had it.
Judgment.
Alright, that's good for me. Him not having meter is good.
Round 8.
Oh damn, bad high jump.
7 pounds. Round 9.
Ooh, I think I should have just jumped a little bit earlier. Would have got it before you got the turnaround in. Oops. Oh, nice.
Oh. You're kind of boxed in there, so
Yeah, maybe I should have just kicked back in that position, but close match, close
maybe a
match.
kickback would have worked.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the time I'm trying to test him underneath, trying to make him either waste meter or try to fling away, which means I will chase him down, and as I'm chasing him down, I gain meter, he doesn't, so it's kind of like a meter race, where his meter is a lot more effective, and I just need to try to outpace him. That's kind of like the game plan. Basically, you want to put Baz in a position where he doesn't have Baz Kosin, and he has to make a guess, or he gets chased down. Oops! Can't be wasting meter like that.
Round 2.
Ooh. So much chasing.
Judgment.
This happens a lot. Oh. There he is trying to catch me coming in, so luckily I waited a little bit.
You gotta be careful, yeah. If you overlap with Baz because his hitbox is toward the end of his feet, he tends to get in a bad position there. So if you can find those spaces, then that's good. Oh, oops, I thought I lightning there.
Yeah, you just want to hang out near his butt. That's the main play. Ooh, nice. Gotta watch out for those.
A bit like New Ankle, I guess.
Oh, darn. What am I doing? Should not be jumping high. You should not be contesting him high.
It's so tempting sometimes, though.
Ooh. I was thinking, am I fast enough? Probably not. Lightning's still pretty fast. Oop, gotta jump back on those.
The Basil wins.
Fairly close matches, but Axem's taking the lead here. Let's see if I can put one on the board.
As with many low jumpers, Kick can have a bit of a hard time here. But I think maybe he has more tools than say Johnny Gad or Kung,
Kung?
maybe?
Yeah, I mean, his just the extra height definitely helps. I mean, when he gets Kickfactor, he can actually contest Baz in the air.
Round 1.
Oh, come on. I thought I was fast enough to catch that.
Round 2. Divekick.
Oh,
Knock the flashy thing!
Round
it's very highly... You have to see things and react to them quickly. Situation can go from high to low very quickly. There you go.
I should have lightened there.
I think I would have caught it either way, because that angle was pretty bad for you.
4.
No, I meant to take away the headshot.
Oh no, come on, give me that headshot.
Round 5. Divekick.
Not enough
Trying
to
to
hit
find
there.
like the spot in between those kicks can be hard.
That was nice. I thought I would have catched that coming in.
Oh, that was close.
Oh. Thought I hit you with that party starter. Would have been nice. Even if I hit with party starter, it's not that great, but feels good.
Oh, it always feels good, yes. Oh, jeez. Yes, new angle is probably a good choice there.
Yeah, yeah.
Round 8. Divekick.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Probably should have delayed there. Okay.
Yeah, I think you could have went into your second kick. If you did, it would have went into new angle. Oh, I gotta jump back when that happens. That's the, what, fourth ending that happened?
It's always been the game point, yeah, crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, Kick does have a hard time against high jumpers, but I wouldn't say he still has options. So, you know, make sure to get that rush down, put them in uncomfortable positions so you can make those kills.
Yeah, just watch your spacing. If you can get those overlaps where Baz's feet just kind of sail right past your head, then you're in a good position there. And new ankle is good for coming in quickly when you need to, or just for an escape. So you know he does have some tools.
Yeah, and don't be like me. If you see a lightning above and they're setting up for a low kick where you can't clear the jump, just jump back.
Jump back,
I keep
yeah,
thinking
maybe
I'm
you-
close enough. Like I can jump over this. No, I can't. All right. Laitome, did you want me to play Kong, or did you have a certain matchup that you liked? See if he responds. Can we swap around? Yeah, I did you want to if you play Kick, who do you want me to play? Sorry, for anyone watching the video, Laitome's asking if we can swap. Well, just what if you want to play Kick? What character do you feel comfortable playing against? And then I can do Axem. Axem can play Kung, and I'll play Kick on the next one.
Yeah, that's fine too.
All right, so I'll if you don't have someone that you're comfortable playing Kick against, then I'm just gonna go random. I was hoping Laitome would pick someone there, but he has not picked anyone. So
Select your character.
oh, pick Gat. Okay, cool.
Well, that's kind of interesting, yeah.
It just got real.
So Gat's pretty good at footsies, but I would say Kick definitely beats him in that category here. So, but I would say it's a slight edge, not a very like significant edge. Johnny Gat doesn't move as fast. He doesn't have a fast kick, but his kickback can dodge a lot of things that if Kick tries to come in, he can use the kickback to dodge. Usually I would say that's the as Johnny Gat, using your air grab hole can kind of force people into ground encounters. I don't think I want to do that against Kick because he's a lot faster than me. So I might want to use Car because Kick can't jump that high, but we'll see how it goes. I think as playing it from or thinking about it from Kick's side, Party Starter's good, new angle here. All his tools are relevant here, and Kickfactor obviously a pretty good one as well. But I think, you know, play the ground game, and then as the specials come up, you can decide how you want to use them.
Yes, from above. Round.
Gonna be a lot of foot to foot on foot conversations. There you go.
Round.
Yeah, who has the best sneakers?
He fell victim to the reverse buttons there. Some of the reverse buttons would hit him, so when he tries to jump over, it's actually like a kickback instead. Sometimes that can happen.
And you kick the windshield and lose. Windshield beats everything.
Ooh. He hit the party start, but I wasn't sure if he was trying for that. He might have been going for a quick kick, and he would have had me if he had the quick kick there. Sometimes you gotta do the car at the start and catch people.
Detected.
I am getting space on Laitome. We'll see if he tries to push into me.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Round 2.
Oh, I guess Johnny Gat does have a little bit better of a kickbox, but I still think Kick is better at the ground game here. Just because he can move in like smaller increments and get down to the ground faster. Johnny Gat still moves kind of like moves like dive, but has better kick speed and kickbox. Oh my god! I was looking, when am I gonna activate my kick factor, and I didn't catch him jumping up.
It'll wash out. Round 6.
Oh, nice.
That hurt.
Alright. Gotta stick to my counterplay. Build up a little bit of meter before contesting. Nice, nice.
Wins.
Yeah, perfect party started there. Hit me, I got no meter to do anything. I'm pretty much sitting duck because you're in a position to both catch my landing and punish the kick coming in.
Yes,
Which is the optimal party starter range.
Round 1.
The secret life of B!
Perfecto. Round 2.
Oh, darn. Got a little too close. Nice jump.
Round 3.
Oh no.
Oh,
Very
that
good
is the
chase
thing,
now.
I guess. Like, because Gat has that duck when he lands.
Yeah.
It's like one character that Kit can actually headshot chain against.
Yeah, because its head's so low. That makes sense.
Round 5.
I was hoping to catch his kick factor kick, but
Round 6.
take the kill. Very scared now. Ooh, able to get away from that.
Yeah, if that were a new angle.
7.
Oh.
That hurt. Round 8.
Too fast, too fast.
Wins.
Alright, see, what else can I do here? I gotta build up at least some air special. Maybe I'll use some air special, but don't like to do it against Kick. We'll see how it goes.
Round 1. Round 2. Dive kick. Understand. Karate. I can't
Okay,
stop.
winning the footsies.
Round 3. Dive kick.
It's able to get an underneath kick there. Not a very common scenario. Ooh, dodge the party starter. Oh no. See, that's me trying to walk forward and kick just rushed it down.
Round 5. Dive kick.
Able to catch the toe there.
Round 6. Dive kick.
Lucky shot!
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do it because he can rush me down when I send out the.
7.
I guess I can do it from kickback. We'll see. There we go. Don't know if that was a luck or not because I think he could have killed me still. The problem with air gun and his not so much his card, but his air gun, both of them cause you to jump up and land, and during that time, kick can just run you down. so I don't like to do air gun.
This from above. Round 1. Dive kick.
Oh yeah! It'll wash out!
Round 2. Dive kick.
Shark tail!
As you can see, Johnny Gat doesn't have like
Round
kick's still a lot faster, but Johnny Gat's no slouch at the ground game either, so it's really close.
Watch it!
He at least has a really outstretched kick.
Yeah, and that's kind of like it makes up for his speed, where his kick will be closer to you when it starts, but it doesn't travel as fast.
Round 5. Dive kick.
Oh yeah!
Round 6. Dive kick.
Oh, nice, nice.
I'm impressed.
Definitely a ground game going on here.
7. Dive kick.
That was just to like, not get my landing tags. Ooh, very close.
Round 8. Dive kick.
Oh, he got the back arm. Nice.
Round 9.
Hype set, down to the last round. Ooh, just watching out for that party starter. Trying to respect it, going further back.
Pause for
Good
half
set,
a second,
though.
try to bait it, yeah.
Yeah. Good set though, Laitome. Who do we have next, Axel?
We could do Kong, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's right, Kong. So there's two styles I like to play this. I like to play either party starter or Kickfactor. I'm not sure new angle's as good, but I do like it really sometimes I have to figure out which gem I want because the extra dive can help you kind of get away from Kung's kick as well as help with further party starters, but then you don't get as many kick factors. So maybe I'll go kick gem first and we'll see how that goes.
Select your duds.
Gotta change the names quick. All right. Good luck, have fun.
Yep. You too.
Yeah, Kung can manage distance pretty well, so if I try to rush in and Kung's ready, she can just kick me in the head.
Round 1. Dive kick.
Yeah, and trying to hit the outstretched foot is a lot harder than hitting Markman's because Markman's travels a little bit slower.
2. Dive kick.
So we'll see what I can do as a kick here. Yeah, see how I'm like just missing? That happens a lot, and that's what makes this a pretty hard matchup for kick.
Round 3. Dive kick.
There's party starter.
Well timed, yes.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of that kick factor. It's too good. But just watching that, the slide kicks, you can hit party starter really good, and hopefully Kung will adjust by not kicking forward. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't try to punish the kicks anymore.
It's easy to overcommit.
It's very risky. It's just the timing's really tough, and I don't think I'm there.
Oh, I just timed that.
Great patience though.
I feel like time can be patient in this matchup, so... Whoops, I try not to overextend.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Nope. Yeah. If I had what do you call it? Dive jam, I might be able to punish that a little bit better. At that distance, at least. Ooh. Close match though.
Little late on those punishes. It's been a while since I played Kung as regularly as I used to.
I think I'm gonna stick with kick jam though. Yeah, you really have to play close to that distance if I'm gonna get those kills. Oh, too early. Oh. He's adjusting. Oh man.
Trying to decide when, if at any time you jump up.
Alright, just avoid the headshot, I'm happy.
That was a good saving kickback though, yeah, for sure.
I kicked back too early, I'm definitely gonna die to the thing.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
definitely
that's-
gonna die to the chase back, so I was like, alright, I gotta try to avoid the headshot, that's all. Oh, jeez. Alright, about to get Kickfactor. That's gonna be a worry. Ooh, I should just stayed still.
It is so tempting to go ham when you get Kickfactor as Kung, but sometimes you just want to be patient.
Yeah, patience is a very good Kung virtue. Wait for the mistake to happen. So, as kick, you're trying to like kick towards where Kung will end her kick, and then get a nice jump. So there, I want to be just a little bit further back, but once we land together, or I land before, I can do a nice high jump. Should be a good contest. Kickfactor is good. Oh, nice portal kick.
Oh, too early.
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh. Oh, going too close. Alright, I gotta use more KKs. Oh.
I was wondering, like, do I just do the immediate kick? I don't know. Oh yeah, I should have just let that sail.
Yeah, I was looking for the Kickfactor kick. Oh. Nope, nice. Oh wow. Nice mixing up your kickback kicks and coming forward at the right times. Well played.
It's kind of like playing against Trick when you're playing against Eskil. You have to make yourself at least a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Laitome?
do think it's a.
Oh,
I
sorry.
think it also, I do think it's a bit tricky for Kick because I think Kung's fundamentals controlling that neutral space are just a little better suited. Partly because of the shallow kick angle, and partly because she kind of snaps back when she lands.
Yeah, like trying to punish it is harder than punishing Markman's kick, just because, like you said, the snapback on the
Mhm.
landing and her speed. Um, her foot is a little bit more threatening, so when you're trying to attack it, you gotta get a little bit higher, and then that just gives her enough time to land before you can hit her. And so the timing
Mm.
is really tight to hit, and so you're really just looking for the spacing you're looking for is you want to be right up kind of where the maximum kick is, right where she lands, so that she won't kick you. But trying to hit that distance every single time is pretty hard, even with Kick's movement.
A tall order, yeah.
And also, if you make a bad jump, I mean, Kung can chase you from pretty far away. So yeah, it's just it's Kung being like controlling that ground game. She doesn't have like the ground movement, but because of her horizontal kick and angle, it's like she threatens the ground movement, and basically she's stuffing Kick's strongest suit, which is the ground movement.
Mm.
All right, I think we got time for like 2 more sets. It's about 7:30 right now, but I can go a couple more. Laitome, is there? Oh, you want to go Kenny this time? Sounds good. So this is a tough gem pick for Kick because I don't know if Laitome is going to be a high jumper or not. But since there's a possibility, I'm going to go ahead and pick Dive Gem here.
Select your choice. Select your
Gonna miss Kick Gem for when he's a lower jumper, but I think in order to not have to deal with the high jumpers with just Kick Gem, you gotta go with Dive. You can make it work with the ground jump with the ground characters with the Dive Gem.
Crossing underneath Kenny is pretty dangerous anyway once he has air special.
Just trying to, you want to pressure Kenny because yeah, air special very dangerous, just like Axem said. So gotta make him work for it. If not, put him in a position where they're backing up. Got air special now, so gotta respect it. Oh, I thought I had it.
Oh, so close.
Yeah. Okay, stream. Gotta watch out for the. Oh, I said I have to watch out for it. I still jumped. Gotta watch out for the double drill kick. Okay, gotta watch out for the double drill kick.
Watch out for Kickfactor, yeah.
Oh, did I not jump over that? Darn. Okay, we're okay. Just gotta S-kill, my best matchup. Using a new angle to punish. I didn't necessarily have to use it there, but I wanted to make it guaranteed.
Guaranteeing a headshot against Kenny is great.
Yeah.
So much time with no meter build.
Yep. Just keeps him away from that air special even longer. So Kick feels good here just because he can pressure the meter build early, but yeah, when he gets higher rolls, I have to worry about it.
Round 1.
Oh my god, so fast.
That's usually what Kick does.
Yeah, I think I could have got that landing, but I need a Kick Gem for that. Bad timing on the dive gem punish. Okay,
It is a bit harder against Kenny end though, because doesn't have the belly to tap.
The belly? Yeah. Yeah, he's got air special. I think, was that ball slow too? I couldn't tell.
It did seem a bit slow, I wasn't sure.
I was expecting air bullet there, but then once I got close, I'm like, I think I can hit him even if he does it. Oh my god. Luckily I'm fast. Because that random cunt kick was really quick. Oh, I didn't think he'd be ready to kick. That was a bit greedy, I must say so.
wins. What's up?
So far, I haven't been dealing with the stream rolls.
Yes, from
I gotta
above.
figure out how to do that. I know Party Stars is usually good against stream.
One. Dive kick.
Oh. Just missing those foots. That was very good ground movement by Laitome there.
Two. Dive kick.
Oh. Badly timed. I was trying to get that meter build kick. He decided to land and got me on the next. No. Okay. Shoals plus meter. This is bad. Let's get out of there. Alright, now we're good. Able to chase that down with a new angle.
Doesn't have those auto faces until air special, so I have a bit more of a window there.
Oh, I thought I still had a new angle. Oh no. Trying to get in there before the kick came, but way too late.
Round 5. Dive kick.
Oh, very good patience. Looking to go underneath that kick. Now I gotta deal with Concussed and about to lose the round. Oh, that looks familiar.
I think we've seen this before, right?
Yeah, yeah. I thought he was dive, but it looked like he was kicked there. I was trying to catch the movement in, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot shorter than I thought it would be.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Dive kick.
Nice, nice. A lot faster kick.
Round 2. Dive kick.
Okay. Alright, I should be able to take this. This is S-kill.
Round 3. Dive kick.
Ooh, that was kick.
Round 4. Dive kick.
Goals. Able to just get it underneath. I used that new angle to get there a little faster.
Round 5.
Good adjustment, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta remember that new angle can be used as a movement. Kick versus kick.
I think a lot of those.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, he's been rolling kick quite a bit. Very good fade there. Caught me on the backhand. Oh. Trying to kill on the chase down. Didn't hit, but he jumped high, went underneath. Able to punish from behind. Gotta watch out for that second kick whenever he does the high air bullet. Ooh, very close footsies. Good game right now. Oh.
Kick wins.
I was doing my my new angle because I thought he was going into his bullet, so I was gonna try to get behind him, but he ended up kicking, like canceling it right away to kick. Very good game though.
For a micro delay or something.
Oh, maybe. I just figured I would use the
I was expecting the bullet too.
Yeah, use the new angle to kind of like brush him down, basically. Laitome says, "Fun fact: N Kenny beats kick and footsies." Yeah, pretty good. It's pretty good. not the skinny N. Release too quick there. Yeah, I was trying to use new angle to try to get behind you because I figured you were gonna use the bullet there. I didn't think you were gonna kick actually, so I was gonna try to like rush you down so that you'd be doing the fade back into me. Fair enough, fair enough. Good set though. That was even though it was 3-1, it was like to the wire on that last one. You have any other matchup you want to end on, Axem?
Maybe we could do Redacted or something?
Sure. Sounds good. It's he's so fast and he's got the height, like you can threaten the high jump at any time, and like yeah, his basically N with he's got very good movement, just the backward movement sucks, but you don't need the backward movement when your forward movement is so threatening. At least that's my opinion. Let me change the names real quick.
Select your character.
Yeah, they're both like they both have that like very low minimum kick height, so their movement forward is like really quick steps. So I could see N like and not having the drawback of the belly being really good as Kenny. I think kick is the gem here. I think we did this when we went over the redacted matchup, but it's good to go over it again. Basically, you want to use your spacing to put Redacted in a position where she can't kick you with the first kick, so it has to do 2 kicks to kick you, and then but close enough that her kickback can also be punished. So that's the plan. Put her in that bad position. Don't use Party Starter here because Party Starter doesn't pop her up high enough. She just kind of gets pulled back to the ground quickly. So Kickfactor and New Angle to chase down the kickbacks.
From above. Round 1. Dive kick.
Ooh, very close.
Round 2. Dive kick.
Nice duck.
The flashy thing!
Round 3. Dive kick. Headshot.
I like it pretty scrambly, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Round.
We're both pretty quick, so I think I have a decent amount of chance to get those.
Oh, that was weird.
That was weird. Alright, we'll see if I can at least get aboard and not get frauded here.
Fraud detection warning.
It's gonna take me a little bit to adjust to the speed.
Oh, I should have ducked.
Yeah, could have
Right.
ducked there.
Alerted.
Round 6. Dive kick.
Also could have ducked there.
Yep.
Round 7. Dive kick.
Oh, I was trying to flank into Corner Beast.
I was definitely chasing it.
Round 8. Dive kick.
Choke detection warning. Choke detection warning.
Oh, really? Okay, so Laitome is saying he hit the butt kicks of Kick's frame. The game got moved forward 1.
Oh, too high.
Oh, got a little bit lucky there. Just went a little high, I was able to get underneath it. The game moved forward 1 frame to turn around landing frame. Yeah, it looked like I was kind of far away, but if it hit me on the turnaround, that makes sense. That was Laitome's explanation of what happened in that weird interaction.
Oh, whereas hitting thin air?
Yeah.
Round 1. Dive kick.
Ooh.
Not the flashy
You were doing a plink when I was supposed to punish you.
Round 2.
Plinks can sometimes help you.
Round 3. Dive kick.
Ooh, nice.
Resuming remembering to duck.
Round 4. Dive kick.
Oops.
I don't think
I
you should have ducked that either.
I thought I had jumped up again, but I pressed it too early. So you better got me anyway.
Ooh, too close. Yeah, this is. I really gotta know the distances here.
Dive kick. Round 7. Dive kick.
Oh, too early.
Yeah, I just held my jump there because normally I kick through.
Round 8. Dive kick.
Alright.
Ooh. Trying to go underneath. Redacted pretty fast and kick right.
Yeah, I thought it'd be interesting because they're both fast, but in different ways. Like Redacted has that vertical steep kick, but Kick has like the ground movement.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Kick has a little bit of advantage here, just slight. Mainly, Redacted has trouble if people can punish her kickback and are fast. So that's basically it spells out Kick right there. So I feel like Kick has the advantage. Kick definitely suffers in the headshot game because Redacted's headshot game is a lot better, and that's where Kick usually suffers. But I think I mean, just his normals are pretty good to face Redacted, so I consider him in a good spot. Ubersaw Medic, thanks for adding the term BUTT in. Did not know it was blocked. Thank you.
Yes, from above. Round one. Headshot.
Nice duck. I should probably be punishing that with the kick, but I'm gonna keep going over. Trying to get a little bit closer there to punish the movement forward, but got too close. Ooh, that one looked like a kick, and then you I don't know if you plinked it, but then moved into the wall thing.
I'm not sure. I may have plinked it.
7 pounds.
Alright, looking like I'm down 4-0 again. Let's see if I can get a round in.
Fraud detection.
See if I can forget to duck. Yep.
That was a jump into it.
Averted.
Round 6.
Have to get Kickfactor. Gotta watch out for that. Oh darn!
Redacted wins.
It's like, did I hit kick already? I guess I did.
Yes, from above. Round one.
Oh.
Not like the back end, I think, when you're trying to duck. You can only jump up in that one, I believe.
Round 3.
Ooh.
Almost overshot.
Round 4. Headshot.
Okay, I gotta stop doing that. I have the punish there, but I'm doing the wrong move.
Round.
How to choose right, yeah. That was me being too greedy too.
There's a bit of a chase down there.
Round 6. Round 7. Headshot.
That's happening a lot. Gotta change that.
Round 8.
Oh no!
I reacted like as you landed, but that was too late.
Yeah. Kick is pretty fast even if he's concussed. It's deceiving for sure. You're used to concussed people being a lot slower.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Round 2.
Oh, I gotta stop jumping too high there.
Round 3.
Able to catch a step in.
Round 4.
Oh. I see it coming in. I try to do a KK, but I'm a bit too slow.
Round 5.
Which means I have to go for the attack move. It just came out of concussed, so waited a little bit too long.
Kick wins.
Yeah, as you can see, that speed that Kick has can contest with Redacted, but there are situations where you get too close and you'll kind of get stuck in that headshot vortex. All right. I'm trying to think if we want to. I feel like we haven't shown Fencer in a long time. I'm wondering if you want to show this matchup. Laitome, how's your Fencer? This might be a good to end it on Fencer. If not, we can just end it. He said his Fencer is meh. How's your Fencer?
Oh, I can at least try it.
Okay. So I like Kick here against Fencer because the ground movement against Fencer is pretty good, and you just have to kind of be patient.
Select your jewels.
Actually, I'm wondering if I want to be slower with the kick jump or with the dive jump, but I think kick jump's fine.
Kind of wondering myself, yeah.
I know that's I did talk about Fencer before, but I kind of want to redo that talk, so that'll probably be later on this month. But the main matchup is Fencer is weak without sword, so you want to separate him from sword, and then you don't have to worry about his meter build because he kind of has all his options, and as long as you're playing against the pass, then you're playing against his kick factor already. And you kind of just wait him out and take it to line. If he doesn't want to take it to line, tries to pass you, just defend. If he takes it to line, then use your specials that are way better at line than his. Pretty much it. We'll see if I can execute that though.
From above. Round 1. Dive kick.
Oops. Sorry.
No problem.
Alright, cool. So, step 1, I got the
All the way
sword
back
on my
there.
side. Yeah.
2. Dive kick. Headshot.
Right. Oh, aw.
Made a bad move, so I just punched it.
Round 3.
Gonna be aggressive here. I'm gonna try to chain
Testing
it up.
out. Testing out the minimum kick height. Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Headshot. Round 5. Dive kick.
I was like, I hope I'm not too fast.
Round 6. Dive kick.
Okay, that's fine. If you were going back to your sword, I would have kicked you on the landing.
Round 7. Dive kick. Kick wins.
You can figure out what to do besides when I'm in the defensive position, let me know. Because that's where I'm stuck on Fencer's side of play.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Dive kick.
I think I'm quick
Okay,
enough
just
to
making-
defend. I think I'm quick enough to defend the sword.
Round 2. Dive kick. Round 3. Dive kick.
Oh, it's a little
I
closer
think,
too.
it's, I think they sent it farther, yeah.
Round 4. Dive kick.
There's that bad kickbox. That's why you'll probably win line if you go to it.
Warning. Fraud
Kick to kick,
detected.
usually Fencer will lose that.
5. Dive kick.
Oh, that was a bad punish on my end.
Detection.
Just a little too far away.
I just, yeah, bad time.
6. Dive kick.
Right. Gotta stop doing that.
Yeah. So this is good. You got your sword back.
Round 7. Dive kick.
I'm gonna back up to my side, so if I get hits on my side, go ahead and just build some meter. Yep, sounds good. That's all I wanted. Alright, continue the game plan.
Dive kick. Wins.
I was expecting the party starter, but that works too.
I could just wait, but you know, sometimes you get a new angle and you're like, I just want to use it.
Yep.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Dive kick.
I messed the score here. That was 2-0, I think.
2-0, yeah.
Round 2. Dive kick.
Oops.
Oh,
That's okay, go ahead.
okay.
I'm just fixing the score, my bad. Alright. Don't get me with the sword, no?
Hurry up.
Aw.
Round 3. Dive kick.
Party still works.
Round
You could roll out.
4.
Could be an option for you. If I do a party starter, you can still use the roll, but it's a slow roll, so just make sure I'm coming in for the kick. Oh, a little too quick.
Round 6.
Alright, you're up. I can only take one more, so I should really aim at getting the sword here.
Oh, it still missed.
I don't jump that high.
Round 7. Headshot.
Fencer isn't that fast. Okay.
Round 8. Dive kick. Kick wins.
Yeah, and that's Fencer in a nutshell. The reason why I think Kick does so well is because, you know, the way better ground movement. I would say the 3 factors of beating Fencer are, can you defend sword? That means having him pass. 2, how's your line game? And I feel like if you ever get to line, party start is going to mess up Fencer's line game. And his kick obviously is pretty bad, so kick to kick is going to be an issue. I think that if you're good at getting kick to kind of come at you, you can use your dodges to get past him and grab your sword again. I think that's mainly like what you're trying to do. You get into line, you could use a high roll to tie. But that's assuming that kick doesn't like make you jump earlier than you want to. So but it is a tool you can use as Fencer. Did you see anything else that you could possibly do on Fencer side?
Well, I think if you can get sword, it takes off a lot of the pressure, but I feel like you do have to eventually use it to get a hit.
Yeah.
Or at least dive onto Kickfactor. And yeah, I think once you don't have sword, it does come down to trying to find a good passing option, which is going to be tricky just because Kick's ground movement is so good.
Yeah.
You'll have to time a good roll, I guess, and then try to back up from that. It does seem tricky, but it's kind of like Fencer across many matchups that it's great to have sword, but then your opponent will try to manipulate it into falling in a bad position, and then you have to figure out how to maneuver your way back to it, which can be tricky.
Sounds about right. All right. For those of you watching, if you do want to participate with us, we have I guess this is something we're testing out. It's like a league match where people can sign up and play, and they'll play asynchronously, which means it's not going to be streamed, but you can try to set up for games, and you set up times with your opponents. Whenever they have free time and you have free time, just kind of get the games in, and then hopefully those scores will be reported, and whoever wins the most matches out of playing all the people participating will end up being first. And I figure this might be a good way for those people who can't make the tournaments on Saturdays so far that we've been doing, so that they can kind of get in some games as well. So if you haven't been able to make it out on Saturdays, come out into the Discord and look under League Info. There should be a registration link for that asynchronous tournament. Other than that, I want to thank Axem and Lai for joining, doing some kick matchups with me, playing either kick or the enemy against kick. It's been fun.
Yep, thanks for having us on.
Any last words, Axem?
Play kick, because we don't see kick in tournaments enough. So hopefully we've demonstrated some fun things you can do between the ground movement and the specials. I'll
tell you one thing. Kick always feels fun to play because his movement's so good. Like, even if some of his matchups are a little bit harder, like, just moving him around feels really awesome. Because everyone feels like kind of stuck. Like, when you go to play Fencer and he has that like big jump, like, and I move to play kick, it's like, oh my god, the difference is so vast. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you either next week or at one of the events. So take care.
Yep.
Good night.